Once upon a time, in a small village lived a young athletic boy. He was a very good runner. The boy was very hungry for success, and for him winning was everything. He measured success just by winning. One day, that boy participated in a running competition held in the village. A large crowd had gathered to witness the sporting spectacle. A wise old man, upon hearing of the little boy, had traveled far to bear the witness also. In that competition, he competed with other two little boys. The race commenced, looking like a level heat at the finishing line. The little boy, sure enough, called on his determination, power and strength. He took the winning line and came first. The crowd was ecstatic and cheered and waved at him. The little boy felt proud and important. The wise man, however, remained still and calm, expressing no sentiment. Later, a second race was called, and in this race, two new young and fit challengers came forward to run in competition with the little boy. The race was started, and sure enough, the little boy came through and finished first once again. The crowd was ecstatic again and cheered and waved at the little boy. The wise man remained still and calm, again expressing no sentiment. The little boy, however, again felt proud and started to plead, "Another race! Another race!" Seeing this, the wise old man stepped forward and presented the little boy with two new challengers. Among the new challengers, one was an elderly frail old lady and the other was a blind man. "What's this?" asked the little boy. "This is no race," he exclaimed. The old wise man replied, "Just race." After all racers were set on starting line. The race started and the boy was the only one to finish that race, leaving two challengers standing at the starting line. The little boy was ecstatic and raised his arms in delight. But to his surprise this time no one from the crowd was cheering. Everyone was just looking at him silently, showing no sentiment. "What has happened? Why not do the people join in my success?" the little boy asked the wise old man. The wise old man replied, "Race again. But, this time finish together, all three of you, must finish together." The little boy thought for a while and then again went to starting line and stood in the middle of the frail old lady and the blind man. Then he took both the challengers by the hand. The race began and the little boy started to walk slowly, to the finishing line and crossed it. This time at end of the race, the crowd was delighted. They smiled, cheered and waved at the little boy. The wise old man smiled, gently nodding his head. The little boy felt proud but still didn't understand why the crowd was not cheering him before, but now they are cheering when all three of them finished the race together. He asked the old man about it. "Sir, I do not understand. Who is the crowd cheering for? Which one of us three?" The wise old man looked into the little boy's eyes, placing his hands on the boy's shoulders. He replied softly, "Little boy, in this race you have won much more than in any race you have ever run before. You have won people's respect. And, for this race crowd cheer not for any winner. They cheer to show the respect how you ran. Moral of story, if you always win against everybody, then, soon the people will stop cheering for you. The question is, who was running next to you, in the race? If they were weaker and old, did you help them to get across the line? Did you all finish together? Because that is the best race you can ever run. So, run. Run this race called life. But don't forget, it is not important if you win, it is important how you run this race."